We're in Ullapool
We are.
at the start of our next road trip.
Yes.
And this is a really exciting one.
We hope.
It will be. Apart from the fact I've already had to go to Boots
Yes.
for some cream. I'm not telling you any more about that though. Anyway, we thought we'll show you around Ullapool and probably go for a coffee as well if we get time.
I'm sure we will.
Hopefully we will. And they
Are
here
you
with us.
excited? Are you getting excited?
More importantly, are you excited? Bay, don't knock the camera out of my hand. The first thing we wanted to show you was this that we noticed as we drove into Ullapool. Tall ship, 3-masted, flying a French flag. The Thalassa.
She's big, isn't she?
She is, isn't she? You could get up the mast though, because you're an old hand, aren't you?
I'm an old hand going up the rigging.
She's a beauty.
She is.
Can you imagine going to sea for weeks on end in one of these? And we've actually got a story to tell you about going to sea for weeks on end in a tall ship later on in the video. Keith's just pointed out to me that there's a figurehead down there. I'm not sure I can see it easily, but a mermaid just down there. Nice little, what would you call it, harbour or marina, this bit?
I suppose this is the harbour. There's a wall there. Marinas tend to be more enclosed, don't they?
Yep. So to get to Ullapool, it's taken us 2 days. It doesn't really take 2 days, but...
Well, it's a 9-hour journey otherwise, isn't it?
It is, isn't it? So what we did, we drove up from home to Carlisle and stayed in a travel lodge last night, which was about 3 hours. You've got a lovely row of white houses. And then this morning we left the travel lodge. It's taken us about 6 hours to get here. So we're going to have a wander, show you a little bit of Ullapool.
We stopped to let the dogs have a run and
Yeah, and had some lunch.
lunch and bits and pieces, haven't we?
Not for long, just long enough, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Went into Boots, and one of the local customers of the shop was saying, it's really busy in town today. I think it's dead quiet.
Yes.
We saw it busier last time we were here when we did the NC 500 a few years ago, didn't we?
We did.
This isn't going to be a long video today. We'll show you a bit of Ullapool, as we said. A little bit more after that. Well, then the road trip starts properly tomorrow. Or, for you lot, in the next video. People making the most of the weather, nice weather. Fish and chips on the front. If this is busy, I'd hate to see it when it's quiet. You've got a couple of distilleries here.
I don't know whether that's a better view of the tall ship or not. That's the view as we saw it when we came into Ullapool, as we came down this road and just saw it sticking out on the jetty.
Good to see. It's outside. Sun was boiling. So I'm wandering back to the van. I'm not staying here long. We'll just point out that three-masted ship. And here's another one. The Hector. On the 15th of September 1773, Hector, which was an old Dutch-built three-masted fleet cargo vessel, landed at Pictou, Nova Scotia. There were 189 passengers boarded in Scotland, 10 at Greenock, near Glasgow, and 179 at Loch Broom. Although these had come from several places in the Highlands, leaving behind hardship and famine, they all hoped for a better life in the New World. We were saying about, imagine lasting for a long time, for weeks, sailing on one of those. The trip, which lasted more than 11 weeks, was arduous. Suffering poor and cramped conditions, passengers were infected with smallpox and dysentery. And by the time they arrived at Pictou, 18 passengers, mostly children, had died and rations had run out. But their trials weren't at an end.
The agent, John Ross, had promised supplies, provisions and accommodation, none of which had materialised. Winter was fast approaching, crops couldn't be planted, and the agreed allocated land was further inland and yet uncleared. Following delays, arguments and standoffs, the immigrants were forced to rebel their treatment, seize their supplies and fend for themselves. True survivors, they eventually made Nova Scotia and Canada their home. This first wave of emigrants who came directly from Scotland to Nova Scotia helped earn Hector the moniker Canada's Mayflower.
You've just told me you want to leave a aquatic licence. You know neither whether it is fact nor foul.
No, but we just said that they were the first...
Well, we've not just said, you just said.
I've just read the plaque. That they were the first immigrants to Canada and Nova Scotia. Isn't Nova Scotia New Scotland?
I don't know.
Well, yes, it is now.
You're hazarding a guess it is, and you're now claiming it is.
It is.
So, Nova Scotia is now forever known as
New Scotland.
New Scotland. And now we're going back to the van. Carry on with the trip. A little big map of the town there. And then some more history. Archaeological evidence from around Ullapool and Loch Broom demonstrates human settlements and activities have been present since the end of the last ice age. Rocks, cairns and Iron Age forts still scatter the landscape, emphasising the connection with crofting and fishing that established people in the region. And many place names of townships such as Ullapool have Norse origins inherited from the Vikings, who made this region their home. And details of their lives were uncovered when 2 soapstone bowls were discovered by road builders working at Braemore south of Ullapool in the 1950s. And a third, which is now housed at Ullapool Museum, was found on the Isle of Tenera. Not heard of that one. No. The village of Ullapool was established by the British Fisheries Society in 1788, and the eminent civil engineer Thomas Telford acted as consultant in the subsequent development of the village and harbour. The herring industry that attracted investment in the new port and its infrastructure has undergone periodic booms and declines over the years. East Coast boats. During World War II, fishermen came here from Scotland's east coast, which had become too dangerous to fish due to enemy mines. Post-war, modern technology catching techniques saw thousands of tons of herring landed and the harbour was expanded to cope with a large number of working boats. Queues of lorries could be seen waiting along the village front, and huge numbers worked at the port. And then in the 70s, something called the Klondykers. So in the 70s, Eastern Bloc ships known as Klondykers anchored in the loch and bay processing mackerel on board, which was collected and transported through the world by large motherships. This large fleet comprised Russian, Polish, East German and other East European crews, along with Irish, Nigerian, French, Egyptian and Japanese vessels, leading to further expansion of the harbour.
So it was all around the world then, if the Japanese were here as well.
Crews not only brought much appreciated trade
to Ullapool.
It confused me. To further
Crews not only brought much appreciated trade to Ullapool, but also gave an international atmosphere to the area.
The disintegration of the Soviet Union in the early 90s led to a collapse in mackerel prices, and the factory ships quietly left the lock and bay to its previous peaceful existence. Until we come to today, and we've arrived.
Yes.
The harbour today. The harbour plays a pivotal role in the daily passenger car and freight ferry service from Ullapool to Stornoway. To accommodate the arrival of a new ferry, the MV Loch Seaforth, in summer 2014, the harbour underwent further development with a 33-metre pier extension, construction of a passenger access system, and expansion of the ferry terminal building. And year-round, the harbour supports a domestic inshore shellfish fleet of prawn, creel and troll fishing boats, along with the landing of crabs, lobsters and scallops. I do like scallops. We also welcome the Irish, East Coast and Spanish fleets working the West Coast fishing grounds and far into the Atlantic. There are also pleasure, sports and cruise boats that come ashore around here, seeking shelter, especially in bad weather.
I'm not sure how we're all going to get on that boat there, though.
Oh, are we telling them now then? So, we're getting on a ferry. That's why we're excited. We're going across the Atlantic. Well, kind of. Aren't we?
Somewhere like that.
For now, chips. And here comes the Loch Seaforth. This is the ferry we're going on.
They might get us all on there.
There's a lot of people in that car park, a lot of vehicles. Can I ask you something?
What? Can I swim?
Have you brought your dickie? Oh, we are going on the captain's table, aren't we?
Captain's table, of course.
And you see on the white bit her Gallic name, Loch Seaforth. No, we need to double check. Is it Gaylick or Gallick? We're not really sure. One's Irish, one's Scottish. I have to ask chat GPI, whatever. We just don't know what Nab's going to be like, do we?
No. We have to reverse on.
Yeah. See, it's a row, isn't it?
No, it's not.
I thought it was.
There's nothing at the front. That bow goes
I
up.
think the bow lifts or splits apart. I don't know. My only memories of row is a Spirit of Free Enterprise.
Yeah. They forgot to put the bow down, didn't they?
Yeah. I have to say that CalMac, Caledonian McBrain, the website's a bit awkward, but when you phone them up, they've been really good because we changed the tickets to travel tonight because we knew we'd get here tonight rather than having to travel tomorrow morning. And it was very easy to do that. And then we've been into the office because we'll be getting more ferries, and they printed a timetable out for us. Dogs are allowed on, they don't have to stay in the van, and it's free tickets for the dogs, which is even better. We can't reverse trailers, we'd have no hope, would we?
No. I can reverse a boat. Done that on the Norfolk Road.
That size?
No.
No. Are there enough lifeboats?
I think there might be.
Have I already said in this video, I was hoping for a rough crossing, to be honest.
Yeah.
So the journey over to Lewis and Harris? Lewis and Harris.
Stornoway.
Stornoway on Harris and Lewis, which sounds like two islands, but it's actually one. It's about 2.5 hours. I think that we set sail at 7:30, is it?
A bit like that.
Depending on how long it takes to get nab aboard. He's done that before, hasn't he?
I think it once or twice. I wonder if he's got reversing sensors.
Squeak was less like the plane when it lands, isn't it? Ryanair.
You'd thought they'd grease it though, wouldn't
You would.
you? Just reverse on. Oh my god.
Now is it the wacky racers? They all just race off.
Yeah. Thank you.
You've just been chatted up there, lady, and she's giving you one.
Yes, give me a magnum. Want a bite?
I'll have a suck after. Thank you. So I've asked ChatGPT. You're getting excited now.
Right.
And the connect. I can't even say that. Correct pronunciation for Scottish language is Gallick. Irish Gaelic is pronounced Gaylick. So every time we say Gaelic, please correct us and shout at the screen, because we should be saying Gallic, and we'll no doubt forget, won't we?
We will, no problem.
Gallic. And we're going on.
You lift them up.
Mm.
Okay. Cheers. Come on. Got everything?
I think so.
Do you want those cokes or not?
No.
Come on. This way. This way. This way. Hey. We've got to find the dog lounge, haven't we?
Yes.
Come here. Come on, nap.
So far so good, but we're not sailing yet.
Come on, lie down.
Obviously that's where we've just come on.
Hey. Well, we're all on our move.
We are. I'm expecting you to channel Rob Stewart now.
I am sailing.
I'll do.
I am sailing.
I said I'll do.
I can hear water lapping.
And that's us off. Properly off. And that's the car alarms starting to go off already. Oh, it's all right. We're near a lifeboat.
Blue Men of the Minch, which is a stretch of water between the Outer Hebrides and the mainland. They are mythical creatures said to inhabit this part of the water. And apart from the blue colour, the mythical creatures look like humans and about the same size. They have the power to create storms, and when the weather is fine, they float sleeping on or just below the surface. Blue men swim with their torsos raised out of the sea, twisting and diving like as porpoises do. And they are able to speak, and when a group approaches a ship, its chief may shout 2 lines of poetry to the master of the vessel and challenge him to complete the verse. If the skipper fails in that task, then the blue men will attempt to capsize his ship.
Taking it all in stride. Good girl. You were asleep until I switched the camera on, weren't you? We're nearly there, Bay. Not quite. Be patient.
And we're just coming into Stornoway. Not quite sunset yet.
There's a cruise ship there as well.
Why are we not on that ship? That ship costs about £1,000. That ship is also goes to the Bahamas.
Oh, I'm pretty cool.
But I don't know, it's flagged with the Bahamas. It's got the sound on the back.
Come here. Come on.
Come on, in. Good boy, good girl.
Come on in. That's the door beginning to open now. Just gotta wait to get off, and then go and find a park up. And that's it. We're almost, not quite, just about. We are
We've landed.
on,
Head northeast.
or is it in the Outer Hebrides? On or in?
I don't know.
This is Stornoway. You'll see more of Stornoway
In 300 yards,
Oh,
turn
shut
left
up.
onto Shell Street.
in some future videos. But for now, we're going to find a park up for the night. And that'll be the end of this video. So thank you for watching, and we will see you on the next one, where the adventure really begins. Bye. Breakfast. Croissants and coffee.
And a view.
Which we'll show you more of in a little while. Ready for this though.